Sunway City was established by the Industrial Development Corporation of Zimbabwe Limited, IDCZ, in partnership with Sunway of Malaysia in 1996. Its mandate is to develop its 1,559-hectare land bank into a world-class integrated industrial, commercial, residential, institutional, and recreational park so as to provide relevant infrastructural development to facilitate industrialization and economic growth of Zimbabwe, as well as regional integration and trade. The development is guided by Local Development Plan 33, LDP 33, which is a statutory document approved by the city of Harare. Our mission is to develop eco-friendly, world-class integrated industrial, commercial, residential, institutional, and recreational parks. We envision ourselves as the preferred choice property developer in Zimbabwe and the region. Our values are integrity, transparency, innovation, professionalism, customer-centric, teamwork. The development of the Sunway City Integrated Park envisages the creation of modern all-inclusive business, commercial, industrial, residential, and entertainment complexes designed, built, and managed to world-class standards, incorporating the use of cutting-edge technologies and management systems. In its strategic framework, Sunway City envisages undertaking projects involving the development of basic infrastructure encompassing roads, stormwater management systems, transport systems, cargo terminals, telecommunications infrastructure, water and sewage reticulation, as well as rail networks. In addition, Sunway City intends to develop factory shells, specialized factory units, office complexes, shopping malls, distribution centers, and entertainment parks. The Sunway City project in Harare is strategically located as follows. It is centrally located in SADC. It is situated 11 kilometers to the east of Harare's CBD. It is only 600 kilometers from the port of Beira, and the Beira corridor terminates here. There is a proposed link to the Harare International Airport. There is a regional rail and road transversing park. The Indian Ocean undersea fiber optic cable also transverses the park. The Sunway City project is being developed into specialized industrial clusters in line with the objectives of Zim Asset. Such clusters are Value Addition and Beneficiation Cluster. About 200 hectares of land has been set aside for processing of locally produced agricultural products and other raw materials in the areas of leather and leather products, processing or canning of fruits and vegetables, oil extraction, minerals beneficiation. The following companies are already operating in the Value Addition cluster. Complex Animal and Public Health Factory, producing animal and public health products, for example, cattle dips, grain protectants, disinfectants. Dongenic, producing bleached cotton products, for example, sanitary pads, cotton wool used in hospitals. Human, doing steel fabrication, for example, steel manufacturing from scrap metal. Triple T Footwear, manufacturing safety footwear. Mugure Marketing, manufacturing school furniture. Vaka Concrete, producing concrete-based products such as bricks and pavers. Lebanon Investments, doing chrome processing. Farshab Investments, manufacturing styrofoam for food packaging. And others producing cooking oil, detergents, and soap. High-Tech and IT Park. Sitting on 76 hectares, the High-Tech Park acts as a magnet for information technology and knowledge-based industries. The core anchors of the high-tech park will be large multinational corporations such as Samsung, Huawei, Lenovo, Microsoft, ZTE. It will also house local telecommunications companies, incubator facilities for small to medium-sized startups in innovation and technology, as well as research and development institutions. The Medical Park. Sunway City is proposing to set up a world-class medical park to offer specialist medical services. Studies have shown that a number of Zimbabweans and patients from the SADC region are seeking such services such as oncology and diagnostic treatment as far as India, East Asia, and East Africa. About 10 hectares of land has been set aside for the medical park, which will offer the following world-class specialist medical services, among others: oncology, radiotherapy, urology, nephrology, orthopedic and rehabilitation, ENT, ear, nose and throat, ophthalmology, acute stroke, dry port, inland port. This is a key project along the Beira corridor, which will promote more usage of the corridor and is planned on a piece of land measuring 22 hectares. Currently, significant shipping into Zimbabwe and other surrounding countries is coming through the ports of Durban and Port Elizabeth at a great cost. The dry port will therefore decongest pressure on the Beitbridge border post. Major developments have been undertaken to improve road and rail infrastructure, both on the Zimbabwean and Mozambican side of the Beira corridor. Oil cluster. An oil cluster has been established around the National Oil Infrastructure Company of Zimbabwe's above-ground tanks for oil companies to set up depots and fuel-related operations. This is the location where the Beira corridor terminates, and there are future plans to extend the fuel pipeline to regional countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo, making the location a regional fuel distribution hub. Light industrial, warehousing and distribution cluster. The land measures about 300 hectares in extent and is meant for assembly and complementary manufacturing. It will also support value addition, inland port activities, as well as distribution activities for imports into Zimbabwe and the SADC region, forming a major cargo hub in Harare. Other complementary clusters are the Office Park Cluster, Residential Cluster, and Recreational Facilities Cluster to support the key industry clusters above. To accelerate development of this regional project, Sunway City is inviting investors as follows: equity partners to take up equity in Sunway City, long-term project finance for development of infrastructure projects, core developers of strategic partners in the Sunway City Integrated Park on a project-by-project or sector-by-sector basis, entrepreneurs to set up production, distribution, and commercial facilities and related residential houses in the Sunway City Integrated Park. Sunway City, developers of eco-friendly, world-class integrated industrial, residential, institutional, and recreational parks.